Good morning, friends. I am taking the Cupcake to the vet to get washed and cleaned, and she's got a bunch of shots and stuff she's got to get, so we call it spa day. We're going to spa day, Cupcake. What do you think? Spa day for you. She hadn't seen that thrill. Ooh, that sun is bright. What do you think, little boom boom? Got your spa day plan. All right, go to the window and smell. Go get you some smelling happening. Go get your smell on. Little face in the mirror. Spa day, friends.
You think he didn't know? Those were exciting days. Are there advantages to having a big time? Not width-wise, I don't think. Hey, does yours bother you?
Something big going on over there. That's the Briley ramp right there that's closed. I'll show you the wreck in a moment. So I'm on I-65 North, friends. I'm getting ready to get off on Dickerson Road, but the very next ramp up here to the right, which is Briley Parkway, is where that wreck is at. I'm gonna go to Dickerson and fly the drone over. You can see it says accident ahead right here. I'm gonna fly the drone over. We're gonna take a look to see what we see out there. So coming off this ramp, you're gonna see that they've got it blocked and they're diverting traffic onto Dickerson. They're not allowing anybody to go, well, no, they're not allowing anybody to go straight onto the Briley. And you can see there's all kinds of cars up there and emergency vehicles. And that's even a police officer right there. So we're going to fly the Glory up and see what's happening over there. Yeah, there's a lot of vehicles down there. Big accident scene. And it's windy today, so it's not a great day for flying, but I'm going to fly anyway. So friends, I knew there was a bad wreck right here. I couldn't tell what it is. I thought it may have been an overturned school bus because I could see people standing out there. But I was on my way to get my hair cut. I had an appointment, so I had to run go do that real quick and then come back. By the time I got back, there was nothing left but the bus. All the people had been taken to the hospital. Over 20 people hospitalized, no death, just and no life-threatening injury. I don't think. There was like 2 that were in serious condition, but overall it was pretty mild in perspective, if you will. I think there was about 46 people or 47 people on board when it went on the side, and I think there was other buses. They were from another county, so you could see that they're working. The people are gone now. They've got to work to get the road cleared and everything. So that is a bus accident today, I-65 North off of the Briley on ramp. So basically they were on the ramp and it flipped over. I don't know if they took the ramp too fast or what happened, but little bus accident, and it was a bus not from Davidson County, from another county. So there it is, friends. The I-40 challenge. Troopers every 20 miles, 1123 to 1127. Heading 40 east. Metro tow-in lot and auto theft unit to the left. I'm Alejandro. Look at that cool old bowling sign. Well, they're just working on the fire plugs. There's enough birds here for an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Check these birds out. Problem is, it really hadn't got cold yet, so the birds don't know what to do. It's a lot of birds, friends. So here we are, friends, at Mr. Shine, and I've got this little doolally right here, so I can just, I'm an unlimited member with the Fast Pass.
I know you maneuvered beautifully because you worked in Birmingham to meet them at the stadium, but
So friends, I've shown you a lot of these different locations. We have looked at Mont Haven together. We have looked at Rock Castle. You got the contraband camps. This is Bradford Berry House right there. And this one is the only one that's not being used for anything. And this talks about Hendersonville, Tennessee, and the Civil War. And it says Hendersonville's strategic location on the Louisville-Nashville Railroad made it a prime target for Union and Confederate armies seeking control of Middle Tennessee. After the fall of Forts Henry and Donelson in February 1862, Union troops pressed on towards Nashville and soon occupied Hendersonville to control the rail lines from Kentucky. The Federals used the Methodist Church located on Gallatin Pike, which we have looked at previously as well. And Walton Ferry Road overlooked Drake's Creek as an observation post. They maintained barracks and headquarters for the rest of the war. Confederate General John Hunt Morgan launched several small attacks to disrupt Federal communication lines, but the Louisville and Nashville Railroad remained under Union control. The town's residents suffered losses from soldiers on both sides. Union troops occupied several nearby houses and farms, including Rock Castle, Hazel Path. Confederate General Davis Donelson, Hazel Path's owner, and a nephew of Andrew Jackson, is buried at the First Presbyterian Church Cemetery, which we have been to as well. Mont Haven, known during the war as Liberty Hall, served as a hospital of both Confederate and Union troops, and we saw that a few days ago. Union General Ulysses S. Grant issued orders to build camps for refugees in August 1862 on land owned by Confederate officers and soldiers were treated as vacant and available for that purpose. By 1864, Hendersonville was the location of a camp for refugee slaves called contrabands, who received shelter, food, clothing, medical necessities, employment as laborers for the Army. After the war, many newly freed African Americans established churches, schools, and homes in the area. So this is part of the Tennessee Civil War trails, and that is the house right there, Bradford Berry House. So I showed you those birds earlier. We're gonna fly the Glory and see if we can see the birds, and you can see I got her washed up. She's looking nice, but you can see there's still birds flying around. There's tons of them. I'm gonna fly the Glory up over there and see what happens. I hope I don't hit a bird and crash. So stay tuned, friends. So first I flew over the house, which was right in front of the historical marker, just so you could get kind of a closer look at it. And that house is not Civil War era, it's actually 1940s. But that area that it's in was related to the Civil War. It's where they had camps at and that kind of stuff. And there's actually even a marker. Then I flew to where the birds were, and I was so high up that you really couldn't see the birds. I was about 200 feet, so I dropped down to 60 or 70 feet. and you'll start seeing the birds. I didn't want to get hit by them, but you'll start seeing them flying under me. There'll be little white specks. And when I say there's birds, there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Just a crazy amount of birds flying back and forth and around. And you'll see the lower that I get, the more that you'll see flying through. And there was even more than this. By the time I got in the air, the largest conglomeration of them had moved further out. But I think they're confused. They don't know what to do because the weather's not changing. It was 70 tonight. It was 71 degrees, and today it was in the high 70s. It's supposed to change. It's supposed to get cold in the 20s tomorrow night, and so hopefully it'll change and they'll know to go south. But right now they don't know to go south. But look at all those birds. It's a crazy amount. Make a great Alfred Hitchcock movie, friends. So I'm at the doctor's office waiting for my back doctor. And this is what it looks like in here. There's a knee. This is showing that that's what the knee looks like, but I don't remember seeing these little, I don't feel these under my skin, these little snaps. Yeah. Journey to cruciate retaining knee system. Getting one of my faves, friends. Yep. Tighten up.